Would you mind answering a few questions about our nation's history? No. And I'm here to interview Dorothy today. We're going to ask her a few questions. Matt? Yep. Alright. You ready? Here we are today with Matt. What's your name?
Javier.
Javier? Alright. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Today we're here with Javier. My name is Jess McCafferty and we're here with Griffin. Alright, we're here today with a person from downtown Santa Rosa. My name is Jess and I'm here with Morgan in downtown Santa Rosa.
Sure, why not? You have homework. Yes? Is this honestly homework?
It's about the Bill of Rights.
What? Yeah, certain government. Yeah, I don't know about
It's a fake camera, it's only for looks.
Sure.
What do you guys know about the First Amendment?
First Amendment. That was to be free? Freedom of speech, yeah.
What do you know about the First Amendment?
What do I know about it?
Yes.
In how many words?
I believe everybody has their own ideas, and everybody is free to express ideas and share with others, and that's how we learn.
Freedom of speech. No, First Amendment's freedom of speech.
The second one is
Yeah, freedom of
Bear
speech.
arms.
Can
Bear
I-
legit.
That's number two.
Yeah.
Right
shall
there.
not infringe.
Right to bear arms.
Bear arms.
No.
That's the second.
Speech,
That's
arms.
the second.
Okay.
So for me, instead of fighting, killing each other for those for religions or for different beliefs, why don't we share each other and go for each other? That's what I think.
The first one is, speech, religion,
Okay.
And the right to
Press,
assembly, the press.
petition.
Yeah. Okay.
So what do you guys feel about that? You agree with all that?
Definitely.
Why not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All those things enable us to have our own opinions.
Just a couple things about it.
First Amendment protects speech. And about that, I would like to say that the Santa Rosa City Council just ordered the cameras turned off when the public is making public comments.
Okay. Now what about the Second Amendment, which was right to bear arms?
You cannot have the first without the second.
What do you think about the Second Amendment?
Is it kind of like Tea Party?
The Second Amendment, right to bear arms?
Right.
You agree with that?
Sometimes I want to buy a pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a clean record, you're an upstanding citizen, yes, I think you should be able to
Yeah, I don't understand why our nation feels like they need to regulate how you protect yourselves.
Yeah.
The Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the defense of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
Wow.
We can rise up against the government and tell them we don't want them to be our government. No, that's not the Second Amendment.
So Matt, what can you tell me about the Third Amendment?
Well, it depends on the circumstances. And there's soldiers outside in the street,
Yeah.
and it's 35 degrees. And how they gas nice. They're not.
They can't quarter in your home. So what do you think about that?
Alright, I'm for that.
Yeah.
I want a bunch of armed thugs going into my house. Sounds great.
Alright.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather not like to have my home commandeered and used as a military space. That doesn't sound fun at all.
To have military living in your place?
Well, they can't be quartered in your home forcefully or without compensation. Yeah.
Hell
That hasn't
no.
been a
I know the Fourth Amendment
Fourth
is
Amendment.
the people have a right to be secure in their homes, their persons, and their personal belongings.
Search and seizure.
Where the
Again,
police-
probable cause, another gray area.
Yeah. All right. So what can you tell me about the Fifth Amendment?
I don't know.
The Fifth Amendment. Do you guys know anything?
where you can't be forced to testify against yourself.
All right. What can you tell us about that opinion?
I think it's sometimes, how do I put this? It's like, I'm for it.
I mean, you should be able to say what you want to say. It's your life. I mean, granted, if you're a complete screw up, then it sucks for you, but you should still be able to say what you need to say.
What is that? I plead the fifth. Like, it's like
You can't incriminate
I know.
yourself?
I will not testify on this because my testimony could incriminate me. Yeah. Like, what is?
Yeah. It's pretty confusing.
Yeah. Like that's a little bit of the like legal gobbledygook that freaking comes in between people and the truth.
Okay, the Sixth Amendment. Do you guys know anything about that?
At one point I did.
The right to a speedy trial and witnesses.
Definitely, because then they can just stick you in jail and hold you there for as long as they wanted. Until they decided to give you your trial, and you could have already done a year by then.
Yeah, totally.
Hooray! I just wish that they did that more often. More speedy trials, man, definitely.
Absolutely necessary.
That's the right to a speedy trial
Right to
and
a speedy
witnesses.
trial. Absolutely. You don't want to let someone rot in jail. Even though, isn't it true, like, America has the longest, like, 75 years in prison kind of thing? Like, no other countries do that.
Yeah. We're going to ask him a question about the Seventh Amendment, which is a right to trial by jury. So what do you think about that?
I think that's very important.
Yeah?
Because if we had people that weren't our peers judging us, we'd be found guilty a lot more often.
What do you think about that? Seventh Amendment, right to trial by jury?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's a good idea.
Trial by,
By jury.
By jury.
Ah,
Very
now
important.
that one I struggle with a little bit because your jury is going to be selected from the community that you're in, and say you're a minority in that community, it's really not going to play in your favor.
I have no idea.
I'd have to say the jury's out on that one. I don't know what to think about the American legal system in the first place.
Yeah.
I think there's so much legal precedent that's gone on, so many freaking little manglings of law, just these little gray areas that they've got to freaking like arbitrarily shoot at blindly, every time such a situation comes up. That I really think that that's tangled up our legal system a lot.
Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted.
That's where America up big time.
I don't know about that one. Cruel and unusual punishment. I'm something of a cruel and unusual person.
Yeah, if we didn't have that, I think they'd bring back the witch hunting laws. and stuff.
Totally.
It would be totally out of control.
It would be like the judicial
voices. I think
law,
pick up
like
voice
people
too.
would be getting stoned.
What about the Eighth Amendment? What excessive bail and cruel punishment?
Yeah, that sounds good. Crazy
Then
stuff.
it would be left up to one person to be your judge, jury, and executioner.
And then we would have like a what's that thing in China? We'd have a communism on our hands.
Communism?
true.
They
Yeah.
wouldn't call it communism just
Yeah,
because they didn't have
one
a trial by
person
jury.
would rule.
So that's like you're against that, right? Yeah, good. Woo! Because I'm against that too.
Alright. Dictatorship?
Dictatorship? They don't have dictatorship in China. They have communism in China.
Isn't that the same thing?
No.
Alright.
Alright.
Just edit that part out.
Okay. Oh no, that's going in. The Ninth Amendment. Do you know anything about that?
No, sorry. I'm trying to think.
The right to amend our Constitution.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. How many amendments are we up to now? Like 23?
27. I believe.
27. Yeah, that was going to be my next guess. Yeah, I don't even know what they are.
You guys know anything?
I know 19th Amendment because I'm a woman, and that's about all I got going.
What about the 10th Amendment? Rights of states under Constitution?
Oh, so, yeah, that would be the right of an individual state government to differ from federal policy in the course of its legislation.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all good. We were originally meant to be a loose confederation of states.
Part of the core American values is the right to determine their own destiny within certain parameters. So giving that power to the states instead
Crazy
of
people with guns, no.
just the federal government is very important.
Makes for a whole lot of bureaucracy. I'm totally looking at this cigarette butt right here. Pick this up and smoke it. I don't believe in paying for these things either.
Absolutely. Now what can you tell us about the Second Amendment?
You guys confused or what?
Yep. Yeah.
No, I see.
Okay, that's
baby.
with dope, up with dope.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Dope,
Down dope, up with hope. There we go. All right.
That's your word from the street right there.
Word from the hood. That's right.